Hey kids, it's Jurassic James, and I'm just Jurassic James Explains looking at the Tyrannosaurus Rex Attack Pack. Now again, like last week I did the Jeep, I want to do this one too because it's something new and different, and I'm not in my normal clothes, I'm wearing my Jurassic James shirt. Let's see, first and foremost I'm going to point out that as a kid, I didn't, well here's my original Jurassic Park 1 Tyrannosaurus, who I got on eBay years later, fresh model. I have the original Explorer, but I didn't get the original Explorer. I bought it on eBay, and it's missing parts, so I've been buying the parts. So for example, the little back part that goes under here, that attaches there, I don't have that, or the gun. But I have, the hood part that breaks off here. I'm still trying to find the headlight portion. But the back parts here, of course, and the missiles go there. So anyway, so to see this is really exciting, because I was like, finally, the toy of my dreams. I can't explain to you kids how interesting, awe-inspiring it was to have these vehicles. Now, there's always dinosaur, attacking, hunting, toy franchise, whatever, battle franchise. But what Jurassic Park did was very different because, yeah, ironically, the first movie did it best, second movie did it and they just stopped caring after that point. That the idea that the vehicles had these bold colors and bold looks, that was really unusual, at the time. I remember seeing that green Explorer with the, red stripes and the yellow belly like an animal. That was really cool, when you're a kid. And so here we have this figure here, and it comes with a T-Rex, which is annoying because I already have that T-Rex, like 2 of them up there. Whatever. Let's see, let's get started on the opening process. Let's see. I'll resort to using the official scissors of Jurassic James. Like that. And I believe if I cut here, and here, I'm assuming there as well. And we will, well, we're not done yet probably. So just so you know, here's a package, the box, and all the stuff on the front. You turn it out, and that comes with a little Tim figure. The back has a picture of how to play with it, because obviously kids don't know how to play with toys. And even little goggles there. Cool. So let us begin. Remove. Oh, there we go. Fun. So as expected, we have part 2 of the opening process, and we will free the Rex because that's what it's all about. Oh, there's the feet. Tail comes off, same tails. This model's been done several times. I guess the feet are attached, to all these things here. So the bottom, you have to turn them like sideways, clockwise. Comes off, clockwise, comes off, turn, nope. Let's tell me to go this way. No, wait. Let's tell me to bring, oh, like that. This is to make sure people don't steal it in the store. Okay. There we go. These things to the side. Back up here. So the Tyrannosaur, just take the tail. And it's hard to tell which part of the tail is the top. I'm just gonna plug it in and see what happens. They rotate anyway, right? So yeah, so let's see. So you plug it in as a square here, square there, plug it, there we go. And now she's to herself. The head, oh, the button's behind that head, right? Like that, right? So, and the Explorer comes off here. You can do that. And there's a little model of Tim, which I'm guessing I want to. Scared. Now we'll say to receive the official scissors of Jurassic James. Let's see. So let's put that over here. And here's a little clean version of Tim. There is a kitchen pack at Target where it has Tim and Lex and a raptor, but they're after they've been in the park, so they're kind of like dirty. So it's the same mold. So basically we have Tim here, the typical dinosaur kid nerd, his night vision goggles that he wore in the movie over his head. Of course, a Tyrannosaur. Not kidding. So let's see. So here's the Explorer itself. Ooh, that's new. Okay, so here we go. Looking at this guy. So let's see. The front. Okay, they have the frame here. The window goes down, but all the doors open, which is cool because in the original, let's move you over here, girl. For perspective, the original, the door. Here's I'm comparing my Grants. Nope. And my Tims with the this Tim. So yeah, he too has his own goggles from back in the 90s. Wow, it's almost like 19 years apart. So with this one, this it lifts to put the figures inside. This one they go in sideways. One thing to point out too is that, like I said, this one had the gimmick to have this normal back and it will rotate. It's like a gun right there. This one's just what it is. It's just the car from the movie, right? The difference is the bottom is like generic 90s design. The bottom of this has the general spare tire frame, the car parts for the most part, So it has a little light there. The light's up here. Not actual lights, but just stick like yellow paint. This is a sticker, and stickers as well. So again, they're not to scale to each other because obviously different size scales. You can see the Tim and the Grant, they're different scale size, which that kind of annoys me because I know Jurassic Park 1 and 2 have the same scale. Well, sorry, Jurassic Park 1 and The Lost World have the same scale of figures. Part 3 scales more with these guys in the world figures, right? Dinosaur wise, I mean, they're she is same figure, same animal, not figure. She lost her voice. She sold it to a sea witch for Demeter Prince. No. So anyway, there we go. There we go. So that's, like I said, the comparison of the old and the new. I will put Grant here. If I recall, like here's the light. These are the lights. This is supposed to be like a camera. I'm not sure why. Just toy magic from the 90s. And then I'll put Tim away here. Ooh. I actually had a moment, see Tim with Grant together talking. I actually had a moment like that. I was digging in Seymour with Dr. Bacher, the paleontologist, and for some reason we happened to be alone for like an hour digging. And I thought I'd talk to him after all these questions, Anyway, so looking at this car, let's see. So open the doors, and we'll get Grant inside. Well, actually, no. The point of the story was that Tim and later on his sister will be inside. If you remember in the movie, the Rex gets in the cage after Gennaro runs to the outhouse, and the Tyrannosaurus breaks out of the cage, seeing that movement. It is then looking for the lawyer. Lex flashes the flashlight to scare it away, which gets his attention. Tim closes the door, gets the T-Rex's attention, and then in the movie it goes through the windshield, not sunroof, but that sunroof to get the so they're recreating that scene. I know some reviewers are like, oh, that's a really awful way to do it, but it's pretty cool. I mean, they're trying to do something different from the other one, and they can actually do that scene for the most part. If you didn't know, somehow in that part of the movie when the Tyrannosaurus animatronic head goes through and the glass breaks, it wasn't supposed to break that way. It was supposed to just fall down. But when it breaks, the kids, that's actual fear because it shouldn't have broken when they're filming. Anyway, so that's how the little T-Rex Dinosaur Jurassic Park trivia, if you didn't know that. So it's to go like that and go after it, and they fix the car over like in the movie, and then remember she goes after the thing, like the tire, and then she gets bored. I must say that this scene was one of the most iconic. I remember seeing the movie first and reading it in the book, and was like, in the book. But what was really cool about this is when people ask me, why do you like this scene so much and this vehicle so much? This was a scene that made me like dinosaurs beyond, just hobby. Up until that point in my life, dinosaurs were cartoon characters who sang, or they are monsters in movies to be destroyed or conquered. And I remember it was special because the Tyrannosaurus, there was a process of thought. The animal was in this cage. It was lured by the goat. What what it wanted to be, not what they wanted it to do. Like any animal goes to the zoo. They don't do what you want them to do. They're on their own. And I remember, it breaks in the cage. It's looking around. It goes to the lawyer. Can't find him. The car. Like I said earlier, the flashlight gets the attention. Is curious. Smart animals are more curious. The kid slipped the door. It doesn't really understand what the Explorer is maybe yet. It's trying to figure out how to get to. It sees the kids moving inside, and it's trying to figure out how to get to them. And the idea is that it tries, going through the windshield. It looks from the side. It's trying to get to them. Then he's frustrated and flips the car over, right? And then that's when Grant flashes the flare, and it goes after Grant, and then Malcolm and all that, and the lawyer. Then it comes back, and it's like, this is still something that's interesting me. And if you ever spend time with, like, lions or see any large animal, like, they're trying to figure something out, it's the same methodical way of doing it. And I remember eventually it was chewing the tires. They're soft, but they're rubber. You can't eat that. And I remember at some point it just gets frustrated and pushes the car off the cliff, and then roars. And that was really cool. I mean, when I was a kid, it was like, it wasn't just an animal attacking blindly, rage, anger. It was trying to process a new situation and trying to understand it. And that was a catalyst of my passion for dinosaurs. It was like, they're animals. They're not monsters. They're animals. And so that's why for me, and I know I'm of that age where like everything's nostalgic, but it is. I mean, to me, this is a representation of that very crucial part of my development and what that means to science. I mean, I like dinosaurs always, but I study every dinosaur. I'm very analytical. Every dinosaur in the movie, I studied to Into the Earth, then found out most of the movie information was incorrect, then went beyond there, right? And that's why it's so cool. And that's why I do this. Anyway, so this is a really cool set. Like I said, I encourage you to get it. And like I said to Tim, the little night vision goggles are, these are going to be like really expensive on eBay one day when people can't find them and try to buy them in 30 years. How do I know that? Because I too had to find my original Tim was eaten by my dog, or chewed up by my dog, so I had to find my own new Tim again. That being said, I know it's a very unusual video, but I just want to talk about this. It's kind of a cool thing. It led into a story that I didn't plan, but yeah, pretty cool set. I'll see you guys next week.